G'day prospectors, Tony from Gold Talk Leonora. Oh, it's another crappy day out in the bush. 23, blue skies, nice wind, not many flies. Yeah, how lucky are we? Anywho, I'm just back out on one of our current work sites, and I thought I'd show you a little bit of what's going on out here, and hopefully there's a couple of messages. It's going to sound a little bit contradictory, I don't mean it to, but it is, but that's prospecting. So what we have here is some previous work done by a couple, and you can see their old marks here where they've had a scratch. They've done nothing over here, and moving through, you can see they've done a little bit of work in here, some scrapes off over this side, over there, and they didn't really get anything. I know the people that were doing it, and everything I'm about to say is with the greatest amount of respect as well. You can see the work that we've started to do, and we're starting to find some gold, but not so much over this side, but over that side. So what's the sort of take-home messages? Well, using small machinery is damn near pointless. You've got to have something that's big enough to get in and have a real good investigation. So for us, a D6 size dozer is as small as I'd want to be. That's absolutely sort of 18, 19 tonne. I wouldn't want to be any smaller than that. And what that allows us to do is open up a fair old area and to have a really good look to see what's going on. Now, as I said, this little segment's full of controversy or contradiction, and the counter to that particular statement is you have to use what you got, and particularly when you get started in pushing ground and processing dirt, you know, it's unlikely that you're going to have 300 grand for a new excavator or 350 grand. So you just start with what you got, and if it's a small machine, it's a small machine. But the point I'm making here is that doing a small area like this, it doesn't really achieve too much. You've really got to open it up and investigate the area thoroughly. So as far as various sides of that particular statement, one of the things I look for is ground that people have pushed and they haven't dealt to it. They haven't had a really good look. So for me, it's telltale signs. Someone thought, and it's lucky because I do know most of the history on this block, but someone bought a machine in because there was some gold found here, but they didn't do a lot of work. So me thinks, it may be worth the diesel to open it up, and in this case, yes, so far it has been, which is great. The other thing also, it comes down to the type of ground we've got, and in this particular country we've got about 400 or 500 mil of topsoil, and then we're down onto a polygeneric conglomerate, so a cap there with all sorts of shit in it, and hopefully a little bit of gold. So what we also have to do is not just do the topsoil, which we are getting gold in, but we need to get into the cap and see what's in there, right? Because otherwise we could walk away and not having bought the big enough gear out and make the same mistake that these people did. So the other contradictory side to all of this, or the other counter to this, is you got to understand that you're not going to get it right all the time, and it doesn't matter who you are and how good and how thorough and that you think you are. Gold's not like that, and you could do all the work that you bloody like and the gold will be 6 foot to the left or 6 foot to the right, and Lisa and I have had that before, where we've sort of found out from other sources that we've missed, you know, significant deposits, and it breaks your heart, but at the same time it's prospecting. And the thing is, the people that pushed out here, even though they, in my opinion, didn't do a lot of work or enough work, they did what they could do at the time, and then they made a call. They said, righto, Barley's, we're not finding it. And that's all you can ever do in prospecting, is make judgment calls about whether you continue to burn diesel if you're not getting it. At what time do you pull out? That's the question. And I've said 100 times that the two reasons you go broke in this game is either running out of ground to work or chasing gold that isn't there. So you have to make decisions, and you don't always make the right one. But I think you've got to give yourself the best chance, and I guess that's what I'm getting to, is that if you're opening up ground, having a little delicate push here and there and having a little tinker is not what we do in this game. It takes a lot of effort to get permits in place. So you get in and you have a bloody good look to see what's really there. So anyway, look, I hope that's been of some enlightenment, some help. And I'm going to go and service Goosebumps now and feed that hungry little beast, blow out the air filters and put some grease in his bits. So I'll catch you later, prospectors. See ya.